Hello, my honeys. This is Kamara with the Black Dove Oracle. I am the Black Dove Oracle. And this is an audio only channeled message for groups. How do you stress out your crush? So, if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support of this brand new channel. I really couldn't do it without you. I mean, really, for real, I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your shares. I appreciate just how you all dive deep into these readings with me. I appreciate you purchasing personal readings. And if you do not know, you can purchase a personal reading from me. I do have a brand new website. That website is www.blackdoveoracle.com. I offer readings as well as spiritual coaching. And my honeys, if you are in any way interested in doing some kind of business collaboration, this is my email, blackdovedreamer@gmail.com. So if you are brand new here, welcome to the Black Dove Oracle. And here is where I channel my ancestors as well as spirit and the divine ancient Sibyls, who were the original oracles from back in the day. So, my honeys, this is going to be a 4-part channeled message. The timestamps will be in the description box below. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started with group number 1. Okay, my honeys. Welcome, group number 1, to your channeled message. How do you stress out your crush? So group number 1, this is a collective reading, so please only take what could possibly resonate. But also, Spirit is saying, be in the possibilities as well. So group number 1, how do you stress out this crush? Well, I'm going to tell you right from the beginning, this crush feels like you're expensive, group number 1. And yes, you are. But this crush has a feeling that there's so much about their financial life they have to get together to even begin to consider approaching you, which is very interesting. So this crush is worried about the financial piece of being with you. And I turned over the next card and it said yes. So they are strongly wondering if they qualify, group number 1, just simply based on their financial, I don't know if it's based on their financial situation or if it's based on the impression that you like the luxury, the opulence. I think for them, this isn't necessarily egoic in the sense of they feel like they need to make more money and they're running out to do it. I think they're wondering more, group number 1, if they are someone you would take a chance with. If they are someone who you would actually consider, because maybe you come from different lifestyles. The money they make and the career they have will probably be the same, regardless of them trying to do something else. I'm not sure what kind of work this person does. Oh, so this person might be an athlete. That's interesting. But I'm not sure. Yeah. Here's a couple of things, group number 1. This person might be an athlete, but I'm not sure if they're like doing any kind of pro ball thing. They may be doing what we call in the United States kind of like the minor leagues, which I don't know how much people make in the minor leagues. Let's not have this conversation get all into salary. But this person feels as if the work they do, maybe the training they do, maybe they train for the Olympics, you never know. But in some cases, the money might not always be consistent with the work that they do. And they find that that could be something that you wouldn't like about them. This person also is not really very experienced when it comes to romance. And I mean this in a way of like turning on the charm, being highly charismatic. This person feels like, gosh, I not only do I have like kind of like I'm hearing, not only am I broke, but I'm not even like I can't even talk it up with the ladies. This person has a little bit of a self-esteem issue. I think that they often wish they were different. Group number one. What would you think of them though? This would be interesting to find out. What would you actually, how would you see them, group number one? Because this person feels like it's over before it started. It's interesting because I think you would see them as someone who's quite nurturing, someone who's quite expressive, especially with their feelings. You could see it all over their face when they don't feel right about something. And group number one, you probably would like that. There's something a bit magical about this person. When they're disappointed or they have that look on their face, it kind of, you could see how they were as a child. Something about them is very childlike and innocent. And I think you would like that, group number one, because maybe that's a refreshing change from some of the people that you get who want to approach you. I think you also see this person as someone who could potentially change you, group number one. I don't know why that's coming up that way, but it is. It's like, in a way, you feel like this person could introduce you to new ways of thinking, new ways of valuing the present moment, I'm hearing. There's something about this person that is very depthful. And group number one, you wonder if you've kind of been living on the surface for a while. And it strikes you as one of those kind of love stories, the one where you may have been in a life that hasn't always kind of reached you at the heart level. And when you meet this person, they're kind of a nerd. They like things that other people think are a little geeky, but you are really fascinated by this person. You're fascinated by their passion. You're fascinated by the things, the way their eyes light up when they talk about the work they do, maybe when they talk about the things that they like, even when they shyly talk about you and how beautiful you are or how handsome you are. It's like group number one, this person captures your heart. And in many ways, that might even stress you out. This kind of change. So, what else about you, group number one, stresses this crush out? Because I don't think they've approached you yet. Yeah, they think you deserve the best. And in saying that, they also don't know if they are the best. They also are very concerned about ever hurting you. Like, they feel like sometimes they're awkward, their communication might be off. They don't know if they're always romantic, and so they may miss some cues that you are that you're giving them, and they don't want to hurt you. They're very cautious about that, group number one. They're also stressed because, well, this is interesting because they're saying here, I want more, but I'm scared. So this person may be someone that you kind of know on the peripheral, group number one. Some of you may know this person because you work with them. Some of you may know this person because you receive some kind of service from them. You may know this person already, but this person wants to switch the relationship up. They want to tell you that they're interested in you, group number one. So that stresses them out. That really does stress them out. But they are more and more, I'm hearing day and day, they are done pretending. They want to approach you, group number one. I think they're mustering up the courage. Yeah. This is someone who might see you every day or close to that, because they're saying they're seeing you every day just kind of makes their day. Like, if there's a day that you don't go to work, or there's a day that you don't stop by the cafe or the restaurant, I don't know. There's something where you kind of consistently stop through, and if you don't, they're always like, "Oh, I didn't see group number one today. I wonder what's up with them." And low key, some of their worries are, did group number one get married over the weekend? They really do go there, group number one. They go there. They think you are so adorable, and they kind of get a little stressed because they're not sure if they can hide how much they think you are so attractive when they see you. So group number one, they're always like, try to be natural. That's what they're saying to themselves. Just be natural. I really like this person, group number one. They're so cute. Yeah, they're consistently, we're getting the same messages like, I can't hold back any longer. I do need to tell you how I feel. So this person, group number one, I wouldn't be surprised, even though they're highly stressed, that you wouldn't hear from them pretty soon. I mean, this person is just like, I need to talk to you. And guess what? I really do feel like this person thinks you are their person. And really, from what this card is saying, the My Person card, you will probably think the same too, group number one. So interesting. Yeah, I think when this person decides to talk to you, group number one, they'll have a good chance because you have just gotten through dealing with someone who was trying to put you in a third party situation, someone who was very non-committal, someone who was playing games. And I think group number one, when this person comes up to you, they actually have a chance because you're like, let me try something new. Let me give somebody a chance who actually likes me. You might be in that kind of frame of mind, group number one, when this person comes towards you, you're like ready for something new. You're up for something new. Very interesting. What about you stresses this person out? I think what they kind of get stressed out because they tend to live in their head and their fantasies when it comes to you. Um, I don't even know what show or movie this was, but you know, like how the main character is sitting there daydreaming about having a date with group number one, and then group number one is like, hello, can I get some service over here? I don't know why, but I think this person performs a service for you. And that can be many things. They might work at a restaurant, like they're a chef or a wait staff, or they may work at the local cafe. They may fix your car. I don't know, group number one, but there's someone that you tend to see more often than not. And maybe they own their own shop and you just pass by all the time. I don't know, but there's something about this person, group number one. Let's talk about a little bit. We're just going to ask Spirit, what would a relationship with this person be like? It would be very romantic. And that's funny because this person thinks they're not that romantic. But I think because they have those feelings about themselves, they're going to ramp it up, group number one. They're going to be like bringing you flowers all the time, doing things, on their knees. I don't know, that didn't sound right. But anyway, you know what I'm talking about. Chivalry, opening the door for you, or, calling you to make sure you got home okay, or even taking you home and not driving off until you open and close the door, like that kind of person, group number one. And they're going to wonder where they got it from, because I think they're going to be so nervous about disappointing you. So in a way, this relationship, it stresses them out because they want to be the very best for you, group number one. They really do. Last few messages from Spirit. How do you stress out this crush? How does group number one stress out this crush? What does group number one need to know, Spirit, about this crush and stressing them out? Even Spirit says that if this person comes into your life and they decide to approach you and you decide that you're going to give them a chance, they will change your life. Your life will change, group number one. It's as if you all are going to build something very special together. Maybe you both will end up working together. That's kind of interesting. And Spirit is saying, all of this has been true. They're stressed out about all of these things. And at the same time, Spirit is saying there's a connection here that seems even older than this life, that there's a certain kind of chemistry that's coming from a past life. But right now, Spirit is saying this person is thinking about it all, thinking about how to approach you, thinking about how to maybe work a little bit longer so that they can at least present you with a few gifts, or a bouquet of roses, or whatever they're planning on doing. They may be working a little bit longer hours than usual because they want to make sure they can present right. But I think this person also has it in their mind that they need to just be themselves, and that they need to be just even keeled, grounded, and offer you the cup that they have, quite literally. There's a lot of change in this relationship, but the will looks good for it. It's a prosperous will, WHEEL. It's a prosperous will, this relationship, group number one. So Spirit is saying maybe you want to give this person a chance. They may be different, group number one, than your usual type. But like I said, I think by the time they make this offer, group number one, you are going to be so ready for a change. Okay, group number one, if you resonated with any or all of that reading, channeled message, can you please give me a thumbs up? It's just a nice way to help me grow this brand new channel. If you are interested in staying connected even more, then please consider subscribing to this channel. And when you click that bell, you get notified when I upload new readings. And group number one, if this is where we part, I think this person sounds very, very cute. I think this would be something that actually enchants you, I'm hearing. Okay, group number one, I'll see you in the next reading. Hello, group number 2. This is Kamara with the Black Dove Oracle. Welcome to your channeled message. How do you stress out your crush? Group number 1 was so cute. Okay. And I imagine all of these are going to have some kind of element of cuteness to them. Crushes are cute in general, I think. But we will see. So, group number 2, what's the overall theme? Like, why do you really actually stress out your crush? Hmm. Well, this crush wonders if your heart is open enough for them to approach you. So maybe this is someone who knows, group number 2, that you might be healing from something, healing from a past relationship. Yeah, this crush could be an air sign, or you could be an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Take it where it resonates. It doesn't have to be the signs. Yeah, this person wonders if you are over your last person, group number 2. So, Spirit is saying this could be someone you know peripherally. Spirit is also saying for a small group of you, this could be someone who actually knew your ex. Take it where it resonates. For most of you, though, this is someone who knew you when you were with that person, and they also know you're no longer with that person. But they're wondering, because if you look at your avatar, and you feel free to switch these avatars around, but group number 2, if you look at your avatar, they're like wondering, they're pointing at the time, like, has it been long enough for me to approach group number 2? They really are wondering this sincerely, because maybe they heard about that relationship, the breakup. They may have even heard some details about that. They may have even witnessed some things, group number 2. Let me describe this person to you. This is someone who doesn't mind change. In fact, they're much more stimulated by a changing environment. Maybe the work they do is constantly changing. This person could be a fire sign. This person is also they have like a very beautiful relationship with the divine. So they could be highly intuitive. They may even come off a bit mystical. So this could be someone that if this is my kind of psychic group number 2, this could be someone that you've had conversations with and realize you all had some things in common, or that this person could really keep up with you. I'm getting somewhere around astrology. Maybe you had a really cool conversation with this person around astrology. They could like astrology. This person too is really a sweetie. They're very kind. They tend to like be of service to complete strangers. I think you've seen them kind of give money to people on the street if they were asked. I think you've seen this person walking with an elder one time. I don't know why, that's very specific, but you might have seen this person walking with an elder, carrying their groceries, talking to them very sweetly. And there was something, group number 2, that I think low key you may have had the crush first, okay? Because there's something about this person that's just very gentle, very available, very kind. I think you might have noticed the group number 2 because they were probably presenting as the polar opposite of someone that you were with at the time. I'm getting for some of you group number 2, and this is just very specific, but when you were with your ex, this ex was very short tempered, kind of always serious. There was nothing kind about this person. They might have been good looking, but I think that was it. And I think when you noticed this person, your crush, group number 2, you were like, wow, I wish I had someone like that. What do they think of you, group number 2, this crush? Oh, they definitely see you as a femme fatale, for real. They're like, oh, group number 2, dang. They're like, they really see you as very erotic, sensual, and they are attracted to that aspect of you, group number 2. It may stress them out a little bit because they're like, wow, am I attracted to my friend's girlfriend? For some people, it doesn't have to be everyone. This might be an acquaintance or friend of your ex. Okay? I'm just saying, like, there might be a small group here. For other people, this person really sees you as someone who they feel like they're very compatible with. They like your kindness too, group number 2. They like the softness of you. They like I don't know, this is specific, but they like that you talk with a little bit of a lower voice. So some of you in group number 2 may always get people saying to you, "Can you speak up? Can you talk louder?" But this person, group number 2, they actually like the softness of your voice. They like the lower volume. It really goes with you. It to them, they find that it's very exy. They also like how spiritual you are. I mean, they love. I think that you may have had 1 or 2 conversations with this person, not many, but there was some kind of significant conversation you all had that indicated you both shared in spiritual interest. I'm thinking it's astrology, but spirit is saying it could be anything. Maybe you both do Tai Chi or you both are into tarot reading. I don't know. But there was some kind of conversation that I think was the thing that maybe both of you kind of got clued into each other with. Last thing that this person kind of sees about you too, group number 2, is that you've done a lot of your own healing. They've watched you heal from this breakup. So it might be someone that you do see occasionally, or maybe they've just kind of witnessed, or maybe they follow you on social media. That's what Spirit's saying. But they're kind of witnessing your healing process. And I think they got the impression that the relationship that you had with this ex was really intense, maybe actually addictive, and maybe there was just like a lot of healing that had to happen because there was just a real intense physical attraction there. I think that stresses them out a little bit. I'm not going to lie, group number 2, because they wonder if you're truly over this person, or do you still kind of see this person on occasion? Is this person still in your life, your ex? So that stresses them out, group number 2. What also stresses them out is that they feel like they can't stop thinking about you. They feel a little slightly obsessed with you, group number 2. They're like, when I close my eyes, I even see you. So I think they have a lot of late night thoughts about you, group number 2. And in many ways, it stresses them out because they feel like you mean so much to them. Like they're always curious. Like, I wonder how group number 2 is doing. I wonder if their heart has healed. I wonder if would it be weird if I gave them a small gift or sent them a little message saying, I'm thinking about you? Or, they kind of wonder if they should do something like that, like to check in on you. This person feels in a weird way, and they believe this, that you all shared some kind of past life connection. They said that they felt that way the first time they even laid eyes on you or was introduced to you. They felt a certain familiarity with you. What also stresses them out, though, group number 2, is that they're just not sure if they're going to say everything in the right way. Sometimes they go back and forth. Should I bring up this ex? Like, oh, how are you doing from this breakup? And then they're like, no, 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 I shouldn't even bring that up. And then sometimes they're like, well, this group number 2 kind of knows me from this person, if that's the case, y'all. So they're going to be like, how am I going to express that I'm actually interested in them and it's not going to hurt my relationship with their ex? Or, like there's this kind of ruminating thoughts and planning that they're going through. That's kind of a little bit stressful for them, group number 2. In many ways, they just hope that you're doing okay. They really do hope that didn't close you off in some way. I think for many people in group number 2, this person knows that your ex is a bit of an asshole. Sorry to say it that way, but yeah, this person, I don't think they're like a close friend of your ex's. This could definitely be like an acquaintance or someone your ex worked with. I don't know. It feels like that kind of removed a little bit. Yeah, this person stresses out because they do want more of a relationship with you, group number 2. They're just not sure how to approach it. I mean, they could seem equally callous if they're like immediately hitting you up. So they really are looking at the time. Like, is this enough time? A few weeks, a few months, a couple of years? I don't know. Yeah, but again, they're, like group number 1, this person is kind of like on the verge of talking to you somehow, reaching out to you somehow. Group number 2, they really are finding it hard to kind of just be on the sidelines. And maybe they're just preparing themselves to hear from you. Hey, I just need a little bit more time, or I'm not really interested in seeing anyone right now. Like they're kind of trying to prepare. If you say that, they're trying to prepare for it. In many ways, they're hoping, and they're kind of stressed out because they really hope that this connection with your ex is completely severed. Um, and I think they're seeing that because they witnessed this ex trying to get back in your life, and you were like, no, thank you. So maybe, but at the same time, they're kind of worried that that's going to be them too. For the small group of people, remember the small group of people, where this might be a friend of your ex's, they do see you as forbidden fruit. They do see you as kind of a difficult crush to have. And in this small group, there's an even smaller group where this person really wonders if they should approach you at all and remain more loyal to whatever kind of friendship they have with your ex. Take it where it resonates. Yeah. So what would happen if this person reached out to you and group number 2, you were kind of like, I'm a little curious. What would happen? Well, I think you would see group number 2 if you indeed are ready to start seeing other people. Because this particular crush would bring out issues of control in you. Like, hey, I've got to have someone who communicates this way, or, these are my boundaries this way. So this could possibly let you know, give you a little bit of a litmus test on just how healed you are from the past, group number 2. But I think I see you all taking a trip together. It could be a local trip, like a drive. But this person imagines traveling together. Maybe that's something that you both had in common. Maybe that was the conversation a while ago. But yeah, this person would love to travel with you, would love to show you some of their favorite places, and maybe you would show them yours. But again, release your ex came out. It was in reverse, so I think that as long as you feel sufficiently healed, group number two, this could be, Spirit is saying, a pretty fun relationship. And Spirit is also saying this could be your soulmate. It could be. So, very interesting. Let's see what else Spirit is saying about this person's stresses. This person is going to work up their confidence and their strength to approach you. And Spirit is saying when they do that, it may be important to I don't know why Spirit is saying it this way, but Spirit is saying it may be important to kind of relax the whole idea that you have a lot of options and that you're just kind of out here dating. I mean, unless that's really the truth, but there's something there about Spirit saying, like, when this person approaches you, it may feel like to them that you're already dating, or they may see you with someone. Um, I don't think Spirit's saying there's anything for you to do about that, but there's something about your options, and maybe they're just kind of another option that might have this person retreat. But Spirit is also saying that's not really something you need to worry about either. I mean, it's kind of like if they are another option, they need to know other people are interested in you. I think this Nine of Swords is coming out because I think in many ways, group number two, you are going to have to be the one to decide if you are ready to release yourself from a lot of, just the worries of the past and the feelings, and just understand that with this person, it's going to be different. You're not having to compete against a lot of people. There's a different kind of vibe with this person. This person is very respectful of you and your time. Yeah, this person may come in really slow still, though. And that's what Spirit is saying. They may come in pretty slow, group number two, just because of the issues surrounding your breakup. So, group number two, if you resonate with any or part of that channeled message, could you please give me a thumbs up? It's just a great way to support this channel, help me to grow it. And if you are interested in more channeled messages, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. And if you click that bell, you get notified when I upload new channeled messages. And group number two, if this is where we part, wow, this person, they seem very intent on doing things the right way. So, I don't know. That might be something to consider. Okay, my honeys, I'll see you in the next reading. Hello, group number three. This is Kamara, your Black Dove Oracle, and this is your channeled message. How do you stress out your crush? It's been an interesting reading so far. Very thoughtful in many ways. So, group number three, what's the overall theme here? How do you stress out this crush? How do you stress out this crush? Well, this is someone who has known you from the past. I won't say it's a past relationship, but it could be for some of you. For others of you, this is someone who if it was a past thing, I don't think it got off the ground at all. You know, it kind of remained in crush energy. So this person, they stress about the fact that they still very much think about you and care about you. And Spirit is saying this is going to work on a number of different timelines. So some of you, this is a past person that maybe you were involved with. For others of you, this is a past person that things didn't get off the ground. And for some of you, this is a past person where there was never any kind of relationship. You know, they stress because they feel like you know already that they have a crush on you. They stress at the fact that they haven't really been able to put aside their feelings for you, group number 3. And so it's been a little stressful for them to think about how they're going to move this forward, because there's something about, I don't know why they're saying you're seeing them coming in terms of like coming towards you, approaching you, and they're wondering, what are you going to be thinking? How you probably see this person, you actually have a lot of respect for them. They do some kind of work that's very community oriented, and it inspires you a lot, the work that they do, group number 3. What else about this person? I think they also are very humble. They're very compassionate. They have very good self-esteem. Like, they're a good leader. They're well respected by the people they work with, and maybe I'm hearing work for. Yeah, this person has a lot of your respect. This person could be in the legal field, like they could be an arbitrator, a mediator. They could work with different stakeholders. They could be a lawyer even, but they might do some specific work around certain issues. Um, this person knows how to bridge together difficult conversations. This is someone who you may see in action, bringing people together to talk about very important issues. They might even be in the political arena for some of you. How do they see you, group number 3? How is it that they see you, group number 3? Well, they definitely see you as the same energy. They see you as someone who has a lot of strength, a lot of skills, a lot of discipline. Um, in many ways, they regard you as a hero of theirs. So, wow, you both mutually admire each other's work. Maybe you both work in the same field, or have some kind of connection between the work that you do. Um, this person really does see you as a fierce leader. They see you as someone who's very enlightened, someone who's very benevolent, but someone also who knows how to take charge. So they see you as a very fierce, take no shit kind of person, group number 3. But on the other hand, I think they've also witnessed you being very devoted to a cause, and maybe even single-mindedly. They see you as someone who is very much out there, um, making things happen, getting people to consider the things that you need for them to consider. So in many ways, I really do feel like you all work kind of in closely connected careers, or something like that, group number 3. So what else stresses this person out about you? How do you stress this person out, group number 3? How do you stress them out? Because they definitely are. You could be a water sign, a Scorpio, a Cancer, Pisces. I think you're just very passionate. The way that you express yourself. Um, I don't think it necessarily stresses them out, but they always wonder, like, how are you in relationships with other people? Um, Another way that you may stress this person out is that um, maybe they heard something about you moving in with your partner. So they were kind of hoping that relationship was not as deep as it was appearing to be. So remember, you all, this is a crush, so it doesn't mean that this person was like ready to go. You could definitely be in a relationship, group number 3. If you are, then this person is like kind of like seeing some kind of indication that your relationship is getting deeper, and they're like, oh. If you're not in a relationship right now, I think it stresses them out that, and this is going to be very specific, but it stresses them out how much of a leader and how confident you are. I think this person in the past has been with someone with some kind of narcissistic qualities. Not saying that you demonstrate those at all, group number 3, but I think this person in some real peripheral way is skittish about attracting someone else who's just as charismatic as their ex, who's just as got these really strong, confident leadership skills. There's something there. I mean, there's nothing wrong you're doing, group number 3. I think this is just something that stresses this person out in general and not something you're doing. But they're just wondering if they could be in a healthy relationship. And I don't know, that comes up when they think about their crush on you. Something else that you might stress this person out is your intuition. It seems like you know things without them telling, and they're like, "Oh, how did you know that?" And so, in many ways, and I think I got that feeling at the beginning of this reading, that they feel like you already know they have a crush on you, even though they've been so low key, they've been so stoic, and they're like, group number 3 knows, group number 3 knows. And maybe you said something to them one time and they were like, oh my God, group number 3 knows. I feel some kind of way about them. They could also be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or you could be. What else, group number 3, do you do that stresses this person out? I think because they're holding a time instrument to the avatar, there's something about feeling like they're running out of time. And I think if you were one of those small group of people in group number 3 that were contemplating moving in with your partner, they're like, oh goodness, I mean, this relationship seems like it's going in a direction of seriousness. And they wonder if they just waited too late to talk to you about how they feel. They wonder sometimes, even if you're not with a partner, they're just wondering, have I waited too late? Is this going to feel like it's so out of left field? This person gets concerned. In many ways too, they're a little stressed out because they may have either, and take it where it resonates, you may have this, or they may have a little, how do we want to say, situationship with someone else, or you could, something that's more in the physical. It's not serious, but it at time could distract them, him, them. So there is a little something there, and it could be you too, group number 3, that has a little situationship, which could explain why they think you kind of moving in with someone is taking that a little bit more serious. So there's something there. You both could be dating around, and they're wondering about just letting that situation go further without expressing how they feel. They're also really stressed out about some of their own habits. I think sometimes they can say things really bluntly. I think a lot of times when they're working, they're known to be very sharp and direct. And they wonder about how that would be in a relationship with you, since you both are very much go-getters and leaders. And I don't know, somehow it stresses them out that they're thinking about the kinds of arguments you both could have if you ever did. And I don't know why they're going that far into it, but they are. So what else about you stresses this person out? It's your beauty. It's your handsomeness. They know that, I'm hearing for some people, they could get a little jealous. They could get a little possessive. They know this about themselves from past relationships. And I think they're trying to work on that, but yeah, that is something that stresses them out. They're also stressed out that they're manifesting you and they're not ready to manifest you. Like they're thinking about you, they're wanting something to happen between the both of you, and then sometimes they feel like they just completely want to back away. And that's kind of a stressful thing for them because they're wondering, am I ready? Like, what if group number 3 says, yeah, why don't we go out for dinner? And I'm like, you know, what would an actual relationship look like with them? Let's ask spirit. It could feel like the real thing. It could feel like true love. I think there's just so much you both have in common, and I think the way that you both inspire each other, it could feel like there's a lot of trust there as well. Spirit is saying it could be very solid. But in some ways, it's like you both have to figure out, are you both being your most authentic self with each other? And to not hide some of the things that could be things you got to work on. So spirit is saying there's a good energy for this relationship. If it turned into one, if a crush turned into a relationship, this would be pretty good. Spirit's saying. They do see you as the Empress, group number 3, regardless of your gender. They see you as someone who knows how to manifest, knows how to create the life that they want. And they really like that about you. I think it stresses them out, the thought of bringing this cup towards you, because it really would mean that they're ready. They need to be ready. And for some of them in group number 3, they feel like if they're going to do this, they need to take it all the way, because they have a lot of fantasies about growing something with you, being in a relationship, maybe even further down the line, having children together, if that's something you both want. They see you all building together, creating together. And I think in many ways they're kind of talking to themselves right now, group number 3. Am I ready? Because group number 3 is not someone to mess around with, and I don't want to miss my chance. So they're kind of like, am I ready? Is this the right time? So group number 3, if any of that resonated with you, could you please consider giving me a thumbs up? It's a really cool way to help me grow this brand new channel. If you like the way that I channel messages and would like to stay connected, please consider subscribing to this channel. If you click that bell, you will get notified when I upload new channel messages. So group number 3, if this is where we part, this person feels like a serious crush. Like they're thinking about some serious stuff. So it would be fascinating to know what you think, group number 3. Okay, I will see you at the next reading. Take care. Hello, group number 4. This is Kamara, the Black Dove Oracle, and welcome to your channeled message. How do you stress out your crush? It has been a very interesting reading so far, group number 4, and I imagine yours will be equally interesting. So let's get an overall theme, group number 4, on how you stress out this crush. What is the overall theme? You stress this crush out because they really feel as if they should be watching over you. They feel like you need a guardian. They feel like you need someone in your life who watches out for you. Wow. They could either feel you need someone like that, or they feel like they specifically need to do that. This is interesting because for some of you, this is a same-sex connection. And this connection somehow, with it being the same sex, maybe this person feels like you need someone to maybe show you the ropes if you are kind of new to discovering this part of your sexuality. Group number 4. If this isn't same sex, you might be younger, group number 4. And this person might be, I don't get they're much older than you, but they may be a little bit more older than you, more mature. And they want to look out for you. Maybe they see that you're coming into your own, you're starting to date, you're starting to kind of get your feel for your attractiveness. There's something here, group number 4, that stresses them out, is just you kind of becoming this young adult. I really do get that energy that you're kind of young and discovering yourself, and especially sexually. And maybe this person has kind of been crushing on you for a while, and they're seeing this part of you kind of come alive. They're seeing the kind of people you're starting to date. It is stressing them out, some of your choices. But they really value the relationship they do have with you right now. Even if it's just platonic, they feel very happy with you. They feel like they can talk to you. They feel like you both connect on a real genuine level. It's kind of interesting because sometimes they have these thoughts about wondering if you think you can trust them, and maybe they also wonder if they could trust you. I mean, there's something here about how you're kind of really new in your exploration of relationships and maybe even physicality. And they're wondering, can they trust you right now, or are you just in the throes of discovering yourself? And group number 4, this could have been someone in the past, maybe a while ago, just for some of you, that you may have had a little fling with, a little to-dow, and they're kind of like regretting in some way how that turned out, or maybe it was just like kind of a one-night stand, or it could have been something there. And it could have even been, as I said, for a few of you in this group, it might be same sex, and it could have just been like a little experimental gathering. and it didn't maybe turn into anything. And I don't know, there's something there that stresses them out about something that happened between the both of you in the past. They're also stressed out about being on standby with you, like kind of not really being in your life and then on the peripheral of your life. And they want to get closer to you. They want to see if there's an opportunity for them, but they feel like they're kind of in some kind of friend zone for some of you. Yeah, they do care about you. Like they do wonder about how you're doing, group number 4. So this person does seem to have some kind of genuine feelings for you, not just physical. What else about what else what else do you do that kind of stresses this person out, group number 4? What else do you do? Yeah, there's something that you do, like maybe you flirt with them a little bit. And I think it's remnants of something that's unfinished between the both of you. So there's like a little element of flirtation, but also friend zone. It's like a friend zone, but a flirtation. I think you all know what that kind of zone is. Yeah, they wonder if they've let too much time go by between that last interaction with you both. Something that might have ended up being a little awkward, something that ended up being kind of like I don't know, they think of it as being unfinished between you both. So they do stress out about not knowing, group number 4, exactly how you feel about them. Maybe there was something in that past interaction that left them feeling like, am I like barking up the wrong tree here with group number 4? Or is this something that they desire? There were some questions there. And I think when there's a question, at least in this person's mind, group number 4, they would rather pull back and just kind of get clarity. So there's something there that's stressing them out too. Yeah. In many ways, I think they're stressed out about being a simp. Like they're wondering, is my energy off with group number 4? Like, are they kind of like regarding me as somebody who's like, you know, baby, please, like they don't really want to be in that energy with you. Um, but they do feel like you can be a little cold to them, like hot and cold. Like there's sometimes they see you and things feel very warm and welcoming. And then there's other times where you're just like, I don't know, I'm busy, kind of like a get out of my face kind of thing. So they're not sure. But there is definitely some kind of attraction between the both of you, but it feels a little confusing. Let's see how you see this person, group number 4, your crush. Um, you can sometimes think they're a little arrogant, and maybe the way that they come off can sometimes turn you off a little bit, where you're like, okay, but you don't have control over me and what I want to do. So there might have been a little bit of that energy there. Um, if this is like same sex, I'm going to use this word in the way that maybe, the queer community would use it. Like maybe you see them as a little bit of a queen, like you're just like, something about their energy is not really like matching yours. If it isn't that same sex, it's just more that they kind of just see this crush as like someone who's a little thinks a lot of themselves at times. You may also see them as someone who, even though they think a lot about themselves, they seem in some ways like not as experienced with relationships. This is kind of interesting. Yeah, you kind of feel like they have a good heart and you could see where they're coming from, but sometimes you wonder just how much the experience they have, really connecting with people. So sometimes you wonder about that with them, group number 4. I think some other ways you kind of like that they're their attempts at forming a healthy relationship with you. Um, in many ways, they inspire you because they don't seem to like give up on you. Like I think this is a situation, group number 4, where this person has a crush on you. How do they see you? Let's go to how do they see you. Um, yeah, group number 4, it's interesting. They see you as someone who you kind of just trust your process. They see you as someone who goes with the flow a lot. And maybe in contrast to that, they feel a little bit more rigid. So I think that's sometimes where you both will have misalignments, because group number 4, they picture you as someone who's really cool and very laid back, and they try to be that way, but they can be a little awkward. They also see you as someone uh, who's really changed since they've first known you, and they're not sure like how to interpret that change. They're still wondering who you are at your core. They may have known you, but it seems like you have changed a little bit. You have grown up in many ways. Yeah, they feel like you're liberated, you're free now. And a lot of that has to do with you coming into your identity, you coming into just who you are as an adult. I really get that this is like a younger pile. So that's a way that they see you. They also see you as somebody, a little bit of a risk taker. Like you kind of do risky things, and in some ways that inspires them, and other ways that kind of stresses them out, group number 4. So what have you both kind of hooked up? Not hooked up, but got together. I think there would be a lot of flirtation that would happen naturally, because I think that's already happening in this connection. Interesting enough, I think that if you both kind of got together, there would be something about financial issues that would come into play. Very interesting. Yeah, I think if you both got together, you would have to talk about what happened between you in the past. It could have been like a non issue for one or both of you, but I think it still needs to be resolved. It could be that you both do share an authentic love for each other. But I think in this kind of crush connection, group number 4, you would have to keep a very open mind. You really would. Let's see what Spirit has to say about this connection, group number 4. What about this connection with group number 4's crush? Um, yeah, this might be something where for some of you, you may not be picking up what they're offering. Spirit's like, you may not really take up with this 4 of, well, that's 4 of Cups, 4 of Swords. You may be thinking about it, but it's something you would think about for a while. You're not very confident in this connection with this particular crush. You're not confident that you both gel or want the same things. There must be something here about either one or both of you having some good finances. When I look at the avatar, it looks like they're wearing a really fancy watch. So this person could have a lot of money. This person could, in many ways, have access to a lot of material things. That could be something that, I don't know, it attracts you, group number 4, for whatever reason. Spirit is saying here, though, to make sure, group number 4, that maybe for what I just mentioned before this, that you don't become trapped in a relationship just for the superficial things, and that you really do have a connection with this person, even though he does, I said he, but they may have a crush on you. Make sure it's something that you truly want to manifest. Make sure it's something you truly are interested in. What else is this crush stressing about? Yeah, they're stressing about whether you would like them for them too. So maybe I don't know, something weird about money's coming up or access to money or material stuff. So maybe they're wondering if you do like them for them or if you're seeing them now um, for what they could offer you. Yeah, this person is worried about being betrayed by you, group number 4, in that respect. I think they like you, but they wonder if they like you more than you like them. And sometimes, this is for a small group of you, this crush has a way of leading with material of gifts, especially with people they're interested in. And I think they have seen that doesn't always work, you know? So there's something there that's playing in the background. Group number 4. Any last messages, Spirit? Spirit is saying, yeah, to be just aware of what you really want with this person, group number 4. Because I think there's a part of you that still just wants to explore your sexuality and your sensuality, regardless of how you identify. You just want to kind of explore that. You want to explore your options. And this might be an energy with this crush of someone who wants to kind of settle down, who wants to kind of put a ring on it. So Spirit is wondering if you actually, yeah, they're showing up as a King of Pentacles. Spirit is wondering, is that what you really want right now? Is that really what you're ready for right now? Considering that you still are, I think, like I said, pretty young. Okay, group number 4, if you resonated with this or any of the channeled message, could you give me a thumbs up? It's just a way to help me grow this brand new channel. And if you like the way that I channel messages, would you please consider subscribing? And if you click that bell, you get notified when I upload new channeled messages and tarot readings. If this is where we part, group number 4, a lot to think about here. This is kind of intriguing with this particular crush. Okay, my honeys, I will see you in future readings. Take care.